So I want to go over the basic layout for this course in D2L. It might look a little different than other courses you've taken, so I want to make sure you just know what I have set up. So when you log in, this will be your course homepage. So it has communication and updates. So anything super important that I send out over a remind message would also be posted here. My instructor information is over here, so picture of me. If you click on this, it will open an email to me. My Skype name, my office hours are listed here. When I have my office number, I will post that up here as well. The content browser just shows you what is available. So if you click course logistics, you can see what's listed there. So the course logistics module with the syllabus and some other things are there. And then the first module has all of the documents you will need for that. Then moving down, we have the tutor information here. So again, if you don't want to refer to your syllabus, it is listed here for you. And then a calendar of assignments, as well as when things become available so that you can see, you will be able to see the answer key for homeworks the day after it is due, the morning after. And then down at the bottom, I have the distance education support tab this way. If you're running into any problems with technical support or D2L things, you can contact them. So this green book here will take you to this homepage. So if we want to look at content, we'll click here, or you can go to that content browser. Here you see the course logistics, the syllabus, a little email about how college in the real world. I think this is a really interesting article, so if you have some time, look that over. Some extra resources on SPSS when we get there. These are great places to look. And then the first module, I'll just show you how this is set up so that you can see how the rest will be set up throughout the semester. So here we have the Module 1 overview, and then the different things you will need to review, as well as the 2 readings, the PowerPoint slides, and the homework with the answer key that will become available the day after this homework is due. So if I click on this first module overview here, it tells you your objectives for the module, what content you need to review with links to each of them, the link to those PowerPoint slides, what you need to read, and what homework is associated with this module. So you can either click through these things to open them, or you can click this next button. So this will just show you about the role of biostatistics. There's a little video to watch, and so on. With the variable types, there's a little quiz. It doesn't count for anything. It's just to test your knowledge, and it'll give you the answers when you're done. Sampling information, study designs, and at the bottom of these, there's a video as well. And then here is one of your readings for this first module. So it's just a few pages long from this textbook, Biostatistics, the Methodology for Health Sciences, just a short chapter to introduce you to the field. And then there's a second book chapter, Introduction to Biostatistics, which talks about different topics in biostatistics than the other chapter. So that's why there's 2 chapters here for you to read. And then the PowerPoint slides for you to review as you're listening to the lectures that are posted in those other modules, and then the homework assignment. So here you'll want to download this to your computer, then open it in Microsoft Word or whatever other application you use, and type in your answers to the questions. So when you're typing in the answers, please don't delete the question or the point value. It makes it a lot easier for me to grade and faster, so you get your grades faster if you don't delete any of this information and just type in underneath the question your answers. If you want to make it a different color or you want to italicize it, that's fine, so you can see where the answer is. That's great. If not, if you just have the black text that's normal text there, that's fine. I'll know it's your answer. So you'll want to go through each of these questions, type in your answers, And then when you're done, you'll want to save it and then upload it to the Dropbox, or the assignments folder. Sorry, they keep changing the names of things. So that's how the modules will be set up for this class, with an overview that tells you everything that's expected for you to complete that module. So next we'll move to the assignments tab. Whoops. So this is like the old Dropbox where, so for homework 1, you'll click here and submit your assignment. If you submit it maybe on a Wednesday and you submit it maybe February 3rd, and then the 4th comes and you're looking at something and you realize, oh my goodness, I totally forgot to answer this one question. I need to fix my assignment and re-upload it. That's totally fine. I will always grade the most recent submission to the homework folders of each individual. So no worries, as long as it's submitted before this due date, you're good to go. So here's where all the folders for homework are, and the 2 extra credit assignments will also be submitted here. Then the quizzes, yours doesn't quite look the same as mine, but there is a practice quiz available, so you just walk through that. It'll give you some experience seeing how the quizzes are set up on D2L without it counting towards your grade at all. So it's not graded, it's just a few questions from the syllabus. That way you know how this looks when you get to the graded quizzes in the future. The discussions tab, so here, this is an important part. The first assignment that is due is this course entry assignment, where you introduce yourself with a resume, information about you, your work, your goals, and you're responding to other people. So this is really to build community like you would the first day of class. And then you'll also upload a professional picture of yourself to your profile. So if you click into this, I will post one about myself as well, and then you'll be able to respond to everyone, as many as you would like in the class, but at least 3 individuals. These other 2 discussions, there's one that's the open discussion hangout. So this one I won't really look at very often, but you can post questions or concerns for your classmates, or set up small groups to work on assignments together, or talk about anything else you might want to talk about with classmates. Kind of think of it as that time before class starts when you're sitting in class, just chit-chatting with each other. It's a way to build community and kind of network with the people in your programs. And then homework questions. So you can ask your classmates questions about homework assignments. So if you're confused about something, or you're stuck and you need a little bit of help, but you don't know if you want to email me, you can post here. I will check this periodically, but if each of you post and respond to other people here as you know the answers to their questions, it'll work out really well, because you'll be able to get answers faster than I'm able to keep up with, because there's more of you and there's only one of me. So use these as much as you want throughout the semester. Okay, the 2 new things that I've added, or a few new things I've added this semester, is this tab to advice from previous students. So this, at the end of the semester, I ask students to answer a few questions about what they would tell someone just starting this class. So I would recommend you look over this at the beginning of the semester. So some suggestions to get the most out of the class. So there's a ton of suggestions here from students for you to look through and decide what's going to work for you. What the most challenging points of the class were and how you dealt with them, or how you would recommend others to deal with them. So here are some different things that were difficult for people and how they overcame that, or would recommend to overcome it. And then what helped them to learn the most in this online course. So there's some options for you there. And then frequently asked questions. So here I get a lot of questions that are similar, so you can always check here too before emailing or posting on the discussion board. Anything that I get asked more than twice, I will post in here. Unless it relates to a homework assignment, then I'll send out an update to everyone. So if you want to lease SPSS, you can click on this link and you will be taken to this website where it costs $36. What version do you need? You're not doing well in the class. What should you do to get help? So here's some suggestions. And then what will you learn in the class? So here's some answers from previous students as well as how they are using this now that they're out of the class. So how are they using what they learned outside of this class? Next is a glossary. So I will be adding things to this as we go through the semester as I think of them. But there's a lot of terms here for you to look through. So it's like a glossary in the back of a book, but you don't have a book, so it's all here for you to look at. Next is the grades tab. Yours is going to look a little bit different than this, but I'll go over how it works. The course entry assignment will be graded out of 10 points. The 2 extra credits are 15 points. You don't need to complete them, but if you would like extra credit, that's the way to get it. Then there's 10 homework assignments, each worth 30 points, and 4 quizzes worth 25 points each. So it's a points-based grading system. So as we go through the semester, you'll be able to calculate your grade. So if we say we're at homework 3, we've gotten to homework 3, you'll have a total of 90, 100, and I think the first quiz is in there. So 125 points. So however many points you've earned out of 125 will be your grade at that point in the semester. I'm hoping this will be a little easier for everyone to understand than ways I've done it previously. And then last is the class list. So if you are looking for other people to ask questions of in the class, or you just need to email me or someone else in the class, you can come to this page. If you click on the name, it will take you to an email prompt with their email already filled in. These 2 things up here will not appear on yours, I don't believe. And then this is just the date. And if you click on that, it will open up this calendar to show you what's coming up for the class within the next month, or you can view it this way. So you see here everything, all the due dates and things of that nature for February. So if you have any questions on how D2L works, feel free to send me an email and I will do my best to describe them to you.